A buddy of mine sent me a video you don't want to watch.
What does that mean?
You just don't want to watch. It's a... He sends me some like really weird shit sometimes, and it's a video of like this girl... looks like she's giving a blowjob to a dude. Then the camera pans out, and it's a self-suck video. And I was like, what the fuck?
In the opening of an episode. That's how you expand your viewer base. Gotta include those.
I don't know. Our less than subtle, consistent racism has probably not done us any good.
Well, no. If you include LBGT, QRSTUV, if you include that, then you can be on their website. They have a website. Gay people have a website.
Well, I mean, yeah, I'm sure that a lot of gay people have websites.
No, like gay people, like as a whole.
Like gaypeople.com? Like
I don't think it's that. That's offensive.
Is it?
I don't know. They have they have a website where they talk about like if stuff is okay to be used, or okay for like gay people to like. Like the gay community is really stringent on whether or not you as a gay person can like something else that other gay people like or dislike.
Man, I gotta get the list figured out.
Yeah, it's like a whole. You know how if you work at like one of the air part companies and air parts in Wichita, or like police officers or something, you have like a union that tells you all the rules of your job and everything. Yeah, gay people are part of like their own unspoken union.
Yeah. Are there dues?
Do's and don'ts.
Oh, union don'ts.
Yeah, union don'ts. But they, I don't remember the website. You if something's like really sexist towards women, it would get like a negative, like an F on the website.
I would name it Gaydar, just because it's like, does it hit the radar or does it not?
That's offensive.
It's not.
Did you have something you wanted to talk about?
Check the site. Maybe it's on there.
Gaydar.com?
No, just can you talk about Gaydar?
No.
It's like hot or not. Like you can just this week things that are gay, and then what's out the door is these things.
Well, no. Out the door is positive because it's coming out.
Well, yeah.
We only bring these up because it's National Coming Out Day.
Is it?
Yeah.
Today?
I don't know.
That would make a lot of sense.
I saw a lot of gay shit.
National Girls' Day or something like that.
There's a lot of, no offense to those national days. A lot
of weird shit like that.
A lot of weird shit. National Day for everything. Even the president's got one.
Wake me up when it's National like Free Taco Day or.
There's one of those. Well, there's Taco Day, but you could put free at the beginning of it.
You can put free in front of anything except slavery.
National free. Oh no. No, cut that.
That was a good joke.
No, cut that.
Yeah.
Cut that.
No, you really can't.
I really wanted to push away from those jokes.
Sean's rhythm is totally screwed up.
I'm distancing myself. I'm moving my microphone further away.
That's the opposite of what you're doing.
No, it's not. Look.
Okay.
Not from myself, from you.
Oh.
My mic doesn't even want to be around you.
That's weird.
I have a story.
Yeah, go for it.
So today was the Oculus Connect conference. Yeah, I can tell by your face you have no idea what I'm talking about. So every year, all 9 people that care about VR all get together and have a conference where we all blow Mark Zuckerberg. But because he shows up and we're all like, oh man.
Joke is, he had a wig on and he was blowing himself.
Shit. So,
that video was live coverage from the event.
Yeah.
I thought back to all the different like video game conferences I've watched, and like they're always like a disaster, especially because you have to like perform or show this demo for a game that isn't out yet, and you have to show it like performing at like peak capabilities, and there's all those things that can go wrong. So coincidentally, like I started researching into like what that takes, like the process of bringing a game on stage, and it brought me to a great story. So this is like circa 2010, and Neversoft has decided to bring out Guitar Hero for the iPhone. So there's
Neversoft, very famous for the Tony Hawk Pro Skater franchise,
and Guitar Hero.
Yeah, so
and
they have closed.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Rest in peace.
Yeah.
This didn't help him.
Yeah.
But, yeah, so...
It's relevant to the story, otherwise I wouldn't have brought it up.
That's right. So they start rehearsing those, like, keynote speeches, like, a week or two in advance. So they've got set into the schedule this Guitar Hero demo of the phone version, right? Mm-hmm. And they make them during these trial runs actually perform, like play the game. So they're doing the keynote, and Steve Jobs is at like the back of the auditorium, like he wants to watch every step of like the all rehearsals, right? So he comes up and does this little thing, and then he goes and sits all the way in the back. And this guy who was recanting the story, he goes up to play the song, and they're like, "You need to play the song," and he's like, "Okay." So he just like starts playing this like crappy iPhone version of Guitar Hero, and he finishes the song, and he gets a 4 stars. And this lady comes back up to the front, and she goes, "Excuse me, Mr. Jobs would really like you to get 5 stars." And he's like, "Really? Like, okay, all right, yeah." So like then he has to play, and he's playing like the Through the Fire and Flames or like something kind of ridiculous, right? And he's already nervous because Steve Jobs is there, and like he's not even talking to him, right? It's like buzz him in, right? You know, yep. So kind of reminds me of the Deal or No Deal, like behind the smoky glass. Yeah. Okay, so he's like, "Mr. Jobs needs you to get 5 stars. Like he'd really like to see that." And he's like, "Okay." So he tries again, and he's getting nervous because now like he's got to really perform, right? And so he's mucking up, like his fingers are getting sweaty and stuff, and he starts smearing, and he misses again, and he's like, "I'm really sorry, I'm nervous." And she comes back up, and she's like, "Mr. Jobs would really like it if there was no smudges like on the phone." And they're like, "Shit, what are we gonna do?" So Mr. Jobs comes up with a great idea. He's like, "Well, baby powder. Just baby powder." And so some chick runs across the street and gets baby powder. So he's like covering his hands up with baby powder, and he's got to play it with his hands like chalked up, and he nails it, right? 5 stars. And she comes back up, and she's like, "There's a little baby powder residue on the phone, so you're gonna need to perform without leaving any visible residue, because like there's gonna be a camera, like this is the new phone, and there's gonna be this huge camera like zoomed in on it, and just this like baby powder, like it's a crime scene." Sitting on the thing.
What kind of crime scenes have baby powder?
Well, no, like, you know how he does for Prince. Like, there's going to be Prince all over, and they're going to be like, "Look at our new thing."
That's not how that works.
No, that's totally what they use baby powder.
Jesus Christ.
So he spent the whole, like, next 3 days in his hotel room trying to simulate being nervous with baby powder and playing the game. Like, but he had to do it, like, he needed to know he would get 5 stars when he would go out on stage. So he was like jumping up and down on the bed, like trying to play full like 5-minute songs like that, and running around the hotel room, like getting really sweaty and anxious, and then like beating the game. And he could do it front and backwards. And the story, as I know it, is that he got prepared for the day, and the day comes, and they end up using somebody else.
No fucking way.
Yeah, so he didn't even get to do it. But it was like this whole week performance of like getting prepared and like all of these requirements from Mr. Jobs, and never meeting the guy, and it just was like, fuck, man. Like, so all those times you're making fun of people for, you know, like screwing up on the like demos and stuff,
and they were probably running around their hotel room covered in baby powder.
just a fucking nightmare, like all for these events. So yeah, I thought a lot about it while watching the VR event and seeing where VR is going. Again, there was like 800 people watching. It's really kind of sad.
Yeah, which is perfect because this is Hypothetically Speaking. I'm your host, Tyler Malter.
Oh shit, you stumbled.
I did. With me as always,
John Reed.
And
I thought I was Tyler Malter.
No, Steve Jobs, back from the dead. And we're talking about
baby powder.
Baby powder in VR.
If you had to use one lubricant.
Dang.
Baby powder's not a lubricant.
Exactly.
I imagine that would just be really painful.
Maybe.
Is it grainy? I honestly haven't touched baby powder in probably since it was on my butt.
Hold on, I've got some.
Do you?
No, I don't.
Oh, that would have been awesome.
you seem ready.
I touch it and I'm like, oh wow, okay.
It's like talcum powder.
So we're talking about VR this week. Sean brought to the table.
Thank you.
The question of if you could have one experience in VR.
If you could create one,
what would it be?
Yes.
So let's go some rules.
Okay.
The way I thought about it today was no holds barred, infinite money, wireless headset on my head, and treadmill at my feet, full tracksuit tracking.
Holy shit.
So I could do anything. Is that too far?
That's way too far.
You want like
dial the shit back. Current technology.
Oh fuck.
I mean, if we wanted to fucking just be space people, we could be space people. But we can make that a month from now's question. If we could do whatever the fuck we want in Tyler's world, he would make a giant robot game, and we would be done. Let's move on. No, this is current technology. You've got cameras positioned. You've got the motion controls with the finger sensitivity. I mean, it's not like we're living in the Stone Age pounding rocks together, but existing technology.
Okay.
For Christ's sakes, man.
That's unfortunate.
I'm sorry?
It's okay. It's fine. Your version of VR is different from my version of VR. That's okay.
Well, you just didn't understand the question.
No. I don't think we're going to go there. All right. Who would like to regale us with their VR experience idea first?
I have to come up with a better idea than succumbing to all my wet dreams with hot celebrity actresses. So why don't one of you go first?
I just assumed that I screwed your question by talking about giant robots. So I'm going to go ahead and go first.
Go for it.
So I took mine from an already existing VR experience that I wanted to up the ante on, and that was
cheating.
Actually, kind of technically, yes. So there was this VR demo where you were a dolphin in school, and it's like a normal school where all the dolphins are sitting at desks, and there's a dolphin teacher. And
is it underwater?
Yeah. Well, yes. It doesn't matter.
It's slightly more disappointing. I wanted him to be like slouched over, like having trouble breathing, and just like most Dawkins. Yeah, exactly. Like blowholes squirting out, like just little bits of water.
But they still want an education.
Absolutely. They gotta get to college.
How far we've fallen. No, so yeah, you're the teacher comes by and gives you a test. I don't actually. The more I think about it, the dolphin part is completely not important. But you are taking a test and you don't know any of the answers, so you have to cheat. You have to look off the other dolphins that are taking the test without the teacher dolphin catching you.
Yeah.
And I liked that mechanic. Like, I thought it was a lot of fun. So I want to take it a step further, and I want to make a fast food simulator. So the objective of the fast food simulator is you are a disgruntled fast food worker. And you have, you make the burgers, you're on the food line, and your objective is to sabotage the meals, but no one can see it. And you need to sabotage them in such a way that, even the person who's eating it couldn't tell. You couldn't put, gasoline in the burger. That
or spit on it.
Well, no, you definitely can.
You can definitely.
Yeah,
okay.
yeah. So you have to keep up, you have your orders, so there's this sense of urgency. But all the while, you have to fuck the orders up, as best as you can.
Mm-hmm.
But all, you're always, being aware and on guard, oh shit, they're at the drive-thru, they can see in, or, different difficulties, you could be at a restaurant where they can actually watch you do it. That's tricky, right? So, when you grab the green onions out of your butt crack, you need to do it with finesse.
So, so what you're really saying is, a disgusting Criss Angel simulator in a restaurant.
Absolutely.
Because it's all about illusions and misdirection and magic, and you're pulling rabbit meat out of a hat instead of burger meat.
Rabbit.
Yeah.
Or burger meat.
Well, yeah.
Anything that you put in a burger that's burger meat.
Yeah, you're pulling rabbit meat out of a hat instead of beef patties.
That's good. Yeah.
So okay. No, I was just.
But I want to I want it to be sneaky. I like the sneaky portion. It's like Metal Gear fast food.
We're not talking about Metal Gear again.
Well,
that's a new rule on the show. No Metal Gear.
Can you imagine pulling those green onions out of your ass and bring? Someone catches you and you're dun, dun.
Yeah.
Well, your shift manager comes over and you just need to make the problem just not important enough for him to escalate it. So
smack him with the spatula real fast in reflex mode and then tuck the green onions back in.
yeah, or just remind him that he drives a shitty car and then he's like, man, and he's just, this is not the day to do this.
He goes over to his computer and starts looking at cars.
That's right. But they send you back to the freezer and you pre-open the food and dump it all over the floor and you're like, yeah. Those are your moments where you can really double down. Yeah. But I want a Tony Hawk scoring system.
Yeah, where it shows you above your head and like the thing that you just
combos.
did. Yeah,
No, because you have frequency, right? Like how many screw ups can you do in one meal without you breaking your combo? And there's still nollies.
Those are really important.
Yeah.
Super important to get your nollies on.
Maybe you're on a skateboard.
Skateboarding dolphin chef.
Yeah. Well, no, the dolphin isn't important. I didn't need to add the dolphin back.
Oh, I wanted to add the dolphin back because I feel like it'd be way more fun. Instead of having hands, you have flippers.
Oh.
So you have to grab the spatulas with your flippers instead of
It's difficult.
Instead of your hands.
I was thinking just the food.
That's
would be
hard. That's hard mode, and it's all fish, and it's underwater, and SpongeBob's there.
So
you're making Krabby Patties.
Well, now that I'm thinking about it.
Combo broken.
Yeah. That's actually really that's not what I thought. I misunderstood the question.
Did you? No shit.
I misunderstood the question.
Good job.
Because I definitely thought it was like if you could turn one thing in the world into a VR experience.
You can roll with that.
What would it be? And I was like, oh, well, like, I'd want to go to Disneyland and just be able to do like a full 100% tour of Disneyland. I can go on the rides and do the rides.
Dolphin.
But you're a dolphin, exactly. And then I was like, oh, I want to go to space, except you're a dolphin, like stuff like that, just being a dolphin. Seeing the world through dolphin eyes. No, so I was like, man, what would I want? Like I said earlier, you get a wireless VR headset, you're on a treadmill, you have a full tracking suit, so you can be anywhere in VR.
Sure.
What VR experience would you want to be in? And I was like, Disney World's cool and all, but the world of Pokemon.
Oh.
So full VR
Sounds
Pokemon
like a plug.
world. It is not a plug. Not a plug to our other show, Table Nights Tabletop Pokemon. This is my topic in Hypothetically Speaking, of
This
course.
is table topic, Hypothetically Speaking, presents
Anyway, so
Pokemon.
I'd want to be in the world of Pokemon. I can go and collect Pokemon. I can throw Pokeballs by myself. I can walk between cities, and I can just befriend Pokemon and stuff. Have them follow me around and do stuff. I was like, well, that'd be super dope. But then I finally settled on even better than Pokemon, better than Disneyland.
Not giant robots.
Combine the two of them.
Pokeland.
Giant Robot Land.
Yeah.
No. And you combine the two of them and you get Jurassic World.
Oh, you're going to be in one of those little bubbles?
The full Jurassic World island experience.
Uh-huh.
So you go in and you walk in and you're at the little shops and stuff.
Criss
and you can go in and there's raptors flipping burgers and dolphins sitting around eating burgers. And you can go into the museum portion and you can actually learn about scientific facts about dinosaurs as if you went to an actual natural history museum. And then of course there's the dinosaur exhibits where you can go and watch dinosaurs. And you could have dinosaur feeding time and you can activate it and you see how potentially the dinosaur eats the food, and you can go in the tour, the guided tour, which is just a sit down on your couch and let us show you cool dinosaurs, and you do in the Jurassic Park Jeep and go around the stuff. I thought that would be pretty dope. But that's definitely not, like I said, I misunderstood the question.
No, that works. It works.
Doing the actual question, it would be Mommy Simulator.
Oh, you'd be a mother?
Yeah, you'd be a mom. But like I discussed on a podcast previously, the VR would just turn itself on and start crying when you're not paying attention to it.
That's pretty good.
And you have to feed your VR. You have to put baby food in the food department of the VR.
You have to breastfeed in public.
Yeah.
One of the challenges of the game.
Breastfeeding is super important.
You have to put the note on the door in the office that says in use.
Mm-hmm.
So in real life, you would have to put the
VR
clamp on your nipple
sure.
and face the criticisms of in-game and in real life speculation.
Hey
man, come
people.
on.
Yeah, people would be in the VR criticizing you for feeding your child in public. Exactly. Yeah. So that's
where you went with that?
Love it.
Yeah.
That reminds me of my bonus selection, which is...
You don't get two turns.
I just decided. It's my question. Tyler, my question, my rules.
We're never picking your question again.
Yeah, well, we'll see. Was Who's Your Daddy, the hit Steam game? Do you know anything about Who's Your Daddy?
No.
Oh, it's a great game. It's a 1v1 deathmatch.
Oh, yes.
Spoilers,
And
I'm your daddy.
One person is the dad, and one
Why'd
person...
you say it like that?
What? 1v1 person deathmatch?
Yeah.
Well, it is a deathmatch.
But you smiled after you said deathmatch.
Well, yeah, because...
Stay tuned to find out.
or do we have a plug?
Not yet. We haven't recorded the episode yet.
Understand. No, not for that. I'm talking... Jesus Christ. I get it now. I'm not very smart. Don't say anything. Shh. Okay, I'm totally gone now. Who's your daddy? It's a 1v1 deathmatch where one person is the dad and one person is the baby, and you're in like a house with like a couple rooms, and the objective is that the baby is trying to find all the things in the house that will kill itself, like eating batteries or like outlets, choking on stuff and outlets, and the dad's job is to put the parental locks and try to stop the baby from dying. And it's just a blast. Like, that would be really fun. Like, sneaking into the cupboard and, like drinking all the bleach and the Drano and, like, trying to go hide and die.
Unlike my options of Jurassic World and the Pokemon world, you can do that right now. If you wanted to, you could, like, go and try to stick a fork in a light socket.
But I'm not a baby.
I mean, yeah, but if you put some baby powder, Steve Jobs style, you're set.
Mr. Jobs would really like you to eat batteries.
But yeah, so those are my options. I'd pick the Pokemon world or I'd pick Jurassic World.
Yeah, but I would pick
my VR.
Baby Simulator. You see, you got two.
Yeah.
Baby Simulator or Dolphin Fast Food.
For the record, mine were both dolphins. Either you're a dolphin that owns Pokemon or you're a dolphin at a dolphin amusement park for dinosaurs.
Only the baby is a dolphin in my second option.
Oh, okay.
And you have questions for the mom.
Yeah, because you're a human dad.
Both of them are humans.
Yeah, and the mom's human too.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, where'd the dolphin come from?
That's right. Because they're a chimera.
Oh, which is that they have DNA from two different species.
Yes.
Not just two different people.
The woman's uterus is a dolphin.
Does it identify as a dolphin?
I can't assume that.
Yeah, that's a great answer. Politically correct points.
We don't have any of those. We're in a deficit.
Yeah, sorry. I started the show off so strong.
No, you didn't.
John, what would you do with VR?
I just came up with a great idea.
Let's hear it.
Dungeons and Dragons.
Dungeons.
So imagine, the dungeon master doesn't even really have to have a headset, right? He's got like a computer screen, and he looks at the game. He can plug and play in the game, kind of like a real-time strategy game, right? Mm-hmm. So I can drop in enemies and all that, and I can see the players where they're located on this map or real-time strategy game. But the players themselves are wearing the headsets, and they've got their little sticks and everything, and they're in the game. They're in the world that I've programmed for them, and they get to run around and kill stuff, and stuff just pops up that, like, I plug in there.
Yeah.
Unlike my two ideas, that sounds dope.
You said Jurassic World, and I thought dinosaurs. Oh, we are playing Tomb of Annihilation. Imagine how cool that would be. So instead of playing with like miniatures and a drawn-on map, you're just sitting down with your headset and you go through and do it, and you have like a HUD that has like your die rolls and stuff, and I can see what you roll and.
Real-time strategies. They have done some asymmetrical gameplay like that in VR, and it's really awesome to be sort of like God mode because you can pull and manipulate things in a three-dimensional space. So that would be cool.
Yeah. So you can sit there and you can see the world that I'm describing for you instead of me having to be like really literate and great with vocabulary. I can just be like, look, a tree, but you get to see the tree in all of its glory. See, what makes yours superior is that you could technically roleplay all of our options in yours. You could be a dolphin if you wanted to. A bipedal dolphin making burgers for a living. The entire like bar of monsters to choose from are just different dolphins. Yeah. Oh yeah. And when Tyler the whole thing takes place underwater. Spider dolphin. When Tyler rolls a natural 1 on seduction, he has to live out the role. Yeah. Oh my god. You can't go back on that. We were playing Dungeons and Dragons, and I may or may not have slept with a female with male genitalia. That's a dude. Yeah, it definitely. It's whatever it chooses to be, but it has a dick and balls. So. True. Just point that out. That sounds awful. Is that on the webpage? On what? On the Acceptable Gay webpage. Let me Google it. He's on like a 1950s representation of a computer. Yeah. That's exactly what it was like. Yeah, no, that's not allowed. We actually have to kill this entire episode. Redacted. Yeah, we're not allowed to post it.
So.
Well,
I can imagine that like
fuck
Skyrim
this.
VR is going to be like what D&D VR would be.
Why are you taking your belt off?
What's going on here?
We're done here.
We need to kill the episode.
To button your shirt back up, Sean. Stop.
It's even better because it's radio. I don't have to do this. I just figured if we're done, I could take my clothes off.
No, please don't.
Okay, well, you take yours off.
No.
One of us is taking our clothes
Okay,
off.
this is
Hypothetically,
getting really
if one of us had to
Weinstein.
get naked. So topical.
I know.
That's good. I need another Red Bull.
All right. Well,
Yeah.
that's going to do it this week for us at Hypothetically Speaking. I am Tyler Malta. You can find me at TJMalt421. Find John Reed at
John Reed Art.
You can find John Murphy at
Chuck Bonsai 1.
You can find our website at tablenight.com. You can find us on Facebook, facebook.com/tablenight, just Table Night. Fuck, I don't remember. And you can find us on YouTube, search Table Night Productions. And we will see you next week.
In virtual reality.
Rape.
Did you just say rape?
I did.
Nope, redacted.
Hypothetically Speaking is a Table Night production. I can't believe those assholes paid me $5 just for that.